Okay, guys, just going live. I'm just wanting to show you um, there's a live channel here talking about. Here, I'm going to back it up just a little bit. So he's walking along the beach here or coming across on the marina. Pretty dang amazing. Here, I'm going to, I see Peter Anderson is in here with us. Hey, always a minion. Watch this though. I did back it up just a little bit because I wanted you to see. So this is behind about a few minutes from the live. Let me go in there and I'll just make it full screen. Sorry, every time I move my mouse, it goes, hey, always a minion. Hi, minion 7514. Yeah, look at these beach houses in the marina. But look what's coming up, you guys. This is pretty freaking wild. This is Clearwater, if you didn't know. This happens to be a live stream from a guy down there. I'm going to leave it on there. I can't ever get. Do you like JLR? I just subscribed to him. Yeah, it looks a lot different than the pictures like when Farrell, Cheryl, and Aaron and everybody showed down there. Really, Amy? Look at this coming up, you guys. So there's sand all over the streets down there. Okay, Mr. Moth, go away. Look at those piles of sand over there in the parking lots. Right, Adam? Good point. Clearwater could sure use that non-existent tax revenue right now. Yeah, I looked first, Amy, to make sure. So they're saying this is a staging area to get all the sand off the road. So they're bringing all the sand off the road and piling it there. Yeah, Whiskey Moon, I saw you were on the channel too. Really, just me? I don't think so, but you got to wonder how many Sea Org members are going to be out there. volunteering their time to make reparations on the buildings. You betcha they're probably their first floors were destroyed. That is crazy amount of sand. Yeah, as I said, I'm behind just a little bit because I wanted to show the piles of sand. You're right, Adam. Mother Nature is not selective. You know, that's quite a few of my comments and testimonies or talking to the Board of Public Works and LAPD when we were talking about the cracks in the blue building is that those earthquakes, Mother Nature doesn't pick. She doesn't pick and choose. And if you're not prepared or if you haven't made preventative measures, it doesn't matter. That's a hell of a lot of sand. Right, Mini Minion? Good, Amy. I'm glad Peter is saying something in there. You know, there's a little bit of, the back and forth with Aaron and all of that, but I'm just going to say it outright. I'm praying that Aaron, his wife, his girlfriend, his kids, whatever you want to call it, are safe and that his house wasn't touched, that Feral Cheryl, her house wasn't touched. Uh-oh, commercial time. Let's skip the commercial. And I'm just praying that everybody that was down there, I think there's Sarasota Jerry, there's Dusty, there's all all the people that are down there. And then now, right now, South Carolina's getting hit. Whoa, another load. South Carolina's getting hit. They're all flooded. I know Tennessee is having one heck of a time. It, our weather doesn't say that it's going to come up this way, but who knows? I'm sure there'll be some backlash. Yep, I said Feral Cheryl. Yep, hi Pinche. Yeah, it's just amazing. Okay, Peter, thank you for that update. He had a stream going. I'll have to look for that. Good. I'm glad that him and Cheryl are okay. Yeah, that's amazing though, that just in, yeah, that's pretty amazing. I mean, how much sand could come up in just that little bit of time? How much power was behind the waves to bring that much sand up? This is the island? Okay. Surprised the pier made it. Minion, you'd ordered some dart frogs? Yeah, pretty amazing. Holly, yes, this is where Flag is. Not on the island here, but in downtown. Hey, Power Lies. So, my question the other day, I think Lori Plays had a video of the cruise ship that they were all on, which was the Free Winds was buoyed near it or near it. Was that here or was that down in like Miami or not Miami? Yeah, Miami area. Okay, what caught my attention on this one was his video at first was of the traffic jam and everybody trying to get back to their homes that had evacuated. That was a long ass traffic jam. Oh, that was Aruba. Oh, okay. Wow. Hi, Cinderella, too, by the way. Hi, Christina. Whoa, okay. You're right, Adam. It is Mother Nature's shore story. And I know a lot of you know that I lived in Alaska for 31 years. And so we were very used to earthquakes and tidal waves. And we didn't call them typhoons up there or hurricanes, depending on which side of the ocean or on the United States you are. Um, we didn't name our typhoons, but we sure got a lot of them. So I'm used to all of this living near the ocean. Yeah, pretty amazing. But Mother Nature is amazing. Yeah, that's the financial is the scary part because remember when Katrina hit down in Louisiana, how the insurance companies weren't paying, they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. They were pulling out. You couldn't get insurance after that. I sure miss my mountains up there in Alaska. I grew up originally down here in the Michigan area, but my dad was in the service, so he traveled a lot. But I moved there when I was 18. And as the saying goes, it sure doesn't make you crazy, but sure makes it hard to live anywhere else when you're used to the mountains and the wildlife and the peacefulness. Is that a surfboard or a boogie board? I think it's a boogie board, right? Adam, you're cracking me up. I wonder if there's ever been a Ron hurricane. One of the only things I didn't hear what he said. I think he said the water came all the way up to the pier. Well, there's definitely evidence of where it came through. Pretty crazy. Well, up in Alaska, one of the things that was very different about up there was the tides. The Cook Inlet, which is where Anchorage is, and it's off the Pacific Ocean, and then you have Cook Inlet, and that's where Captain Cook went up and he turned around, and then you have arms off from the inlet, and the tide along Turnagain Arm from the Cook Inlet is the second largest tidal shift in the world. The first one I think is in Japan or China. You know the old story where the kid goes out. But anyways, up in Alaska, so on your high tide and low tide of the month, Whittier is right there along there, yep. And so you can have a 50-foot shift between high and low tide on neap or the highest or the lowest tides days. And it's every 6 hours you have a tidal shift. So the water moves, badass it moves. Trying to keep a fishing line down on extreme tides is pretty hard when the water's moving. During slack time, it's not bad. Whittier does have that building where everybody lives in, and that's because originally Whittier was a military encampment from the World War II, and that was a way for the Russians and for the Europeans to come in, the Japanese to come in and take over Alaska. Even I don't think it was a state then, it was still a territory. But so that was the military base. And they put a tunnel from Turnagain Arm through to Whittier. And it's the longest tunnel through a mountain. And you have to, yeah, the tunnel is very interesting. I've been through it a zillion times. I love Whittier. And so the train goes through twice a day to take people, to take supplies, to take stuff to go to be shipped in and out of Alaska. And when the train's not going through, people can go in through, and it's a one-way tunnel. So every half hour they switch which way the traffic goes. And you drive on the railroad tracks. It's pretty weird. That's still a lot of sand on there. Where is Twin Peaks, Adam? That's in Colorado, right? No, 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 it's in California. But it is just amazing how much force water has. And They said there was about 3 foot of water. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Alaska's just different. It kind of cracks me up because the blue building, where we've been bitching about the planters and all of that, or where people are, people in Alaska are just different. They would have just gone and moved the damn planters, come what may. And you just do. So, Amy, is this like going back into downtown where he's walking now? Isn't that where the library was or is? Yeah. I always laugh, Mini Minion, because I mean, of course that was way back when, but they never closed schools for anything, especially with my kids growing up. And then they started getting to be wussified and they'd close the school for anything. And up in Anchorage, you had shear force or hurricane force winds that always come through in the wintertime, kind of like the Chinooks, or they're called Chinooks, but kind of like the Santa Ana winds. Okay, thank you, Amy. And so we called them the Chinook winds up there because it was winds that came either from the Pacific or through the mountains, and it warmed everything up, sometimes just overnight. And so it would take all of the snow or everything, and it would just melt everything, which would make the whole city a skating rink. You could basically Zamboni the whole thing. And that happens every year. And they wouldn't even close the schools for that. And then the last couple of years, as I said, they've kind of wussified. Well, they still have mannequins standing, so it must not have gone in. Yeah, they always have an excuse to close the schools now. I know a lot of families that have their kids homeschooled now instead. And I think COVID kind of made it normal. It normalized it. No, that's true, Amy. Amy says it's due to our litigious society. That's why they close schools with a little flurry. Yeah, I know. My sister lives in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, I, you know, back in my day, to use a term that everybody's been kind of used to, I mean, and I'm in my 50s, so it's been quite a while, but shoot, we had gun racks in our truck and we'd go to school with our guns in the truck so that way we could hunt on the way home. That was just normal. You're welcome, Susan. Thanks for joining us. This is kind of crazy. Nice little, yeah. It was just normal. Nowadays, you wouldn't even dream of doing that. Not even in the country. Exactly. Right. I know. I, Technology is wonderful, but that would suck big time. Wake up, pile of snow, and go, sorry, you're still going to school. He's showing the inside of this restaurant if you can't hear this. They lost a lot of merchandise. Yikes. Yeah, with too much snow to go to school, for the buses to run. And the minute you heard that, boop, you were bopped out of bed and out the door, out for some good times. How many people live in the Clearwater area? Does anybody know? I guess my question is out of, oh, it must smell like fish. But it, I know, there's so much protesting, so much happening with the councils and everything else in the LA area, the Chicago area, the Salt Lake City area. I wonder why more doesn't happen down in the belly of the beast. I'm sure it probably smells like ocean to begin with because they're right there on the water anyways. But to have that smell, okay, about 117,000, to have that smell permeate your building. Oh, they're showing where it went. It went up to the top of the drywall. Anybody need an extra toity? Peter, are you still on his channel? What was that? Was that category 3 or 4? Are you gelling is in there too? Okay. Dang, he's one popular guy, isn't he? How many subscribers does he have? I can't see without moving my if if I move my mouse, I lose the picture. Okay. Wow. You know, Clearwater sucks for what it is, but it sure is beautiful. It's a beautiful town. Oh yeah, it ripped off the foundation there. Who served 10 years in prison? Oh, this guy? Wow. Well, that sucks a doodle. That would not, I would not want to do the prison, especially for fraud. I mean, if you're gonna, it, unless it was, I will. Yeah, every breath we take is a new chance to change. Every breath in, every breath out is a chance to change your life, look at things different. Every breath. And we can never give up hope on people. There's some that I really want to give up hope on, but especially relatives. But for the most part, can't give up hope on people. Yeah, they do ruin all the best places. Having all the evilness, the abuse. But who they were doing, who was down there? Oh, maybe it was when Poe and them were down there and they went to the library. What a beautiful library. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I've been to Florida a couple of times. Of course, the Orlando area to take the kids to Disney World, and then Orlando for business a couple of times. I've been to Miami for business a couple of times, but never really on vacation. So I'd like to go down there and just kind of visit it one of these days. Are we getting near the Scientology area? Oh no, Minnie, where are you at? Seriously, total protection for you. What area of the world are you in, Minnie Minion? I'm okay, then I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, holy crap. Look at all that sand. Hey, Rika, Long Island. Oh my gosh. Well, stay safe. Obey what they want and don't go out. Active shooters. Oh, that's scary. They're kind of pixelating on the picture here. Yeah, JLair is in Clearwater, showing the devastation of all the water that came. They said it was 3.5 foot of surge, and it left a lot of sand. Clearwater Beach got extended a little bit, huh, Amy? Yeah, I don't think $100 a bottle is free, but the old bait and switch. What area are your parents, Rika? Isn't that where your dad is down there? Oh, yikes. Rika, if I remember right, is your dad ill? Oh man, that noise would be driving me nuts. I'm glad you guys can't hear it. It's like a siren going off. Hey, he's asking, where in the heck is the National Guard? Minnie, that would be really great. I'll have to watch. I'll have to watch for you. That is one thing here in the Midwest and the Northeast is a beautiful fall. Right before my mom and dad got ill, um, I I paid for them to take the train up to want to do one of their favorite things, go to a casino up there, and they got to do it during the fall. so they could see all the colors. Ah, Rika. Now, Rika, is he? Oh, let me get rid of this advertisement. Rika, is he down in Santa Rosa area, or is he down in Florida? Sorry, had to get it off the. God darn it. Sorry about that, guys. Definitely praying for your dad, Rika. Praying that the surgeon's hands will be guided where they need to be, and that he feels like he is being supported and loved, so that way he's not so sad and depressed. Okay. And when the reason I moved from Alaska down here to Michigan was my mom and dad were living in northern Indiana, and so I was only a couple hours away. And my mom was losing her memory, and my dad wasn't able to help, to take care of her. So I came down here to take care of them both. And my dad ended up passing away, so my mom moved in with me here in Michigan, and I couldn't keep her safe here at the house because, again, I'm a paraplegic, so I use a wheelchair, and I couldn't jump out to go because she would take off sometimes, not knowing where she was at, and she would fall, and I just couldn't keep her safe. So I had her moved into the memory care unit over at the nursing facility, which I felt really bad about, but she was safe there. She was safe. And then COVID hit, and I wasn't able to be there for her. I couldn't go see her every day like I was. And boy, that was just devastating to both of us. I'm pretty sure it made her worse and quicker than if she would have either stayed here or if I was able to visit her every day. But not having somebody there for you, the whole point is not having somebody there for you when you're in the hospital or injured, especially family members, is really tough. And wasn't he just there on the other side though? He was on Hogan's restaurant. Now he's Becky, how's your mom doing? Have you been able to go visit her lately? Phyllis, it is hard. It is hard when we get old. My mom was the one that she always opened her door for anybody that needed anything. We were always the house that ended up having to share a bedroom because a family member or cousins or whatever were in need, and so they'd always come stay with us, which wasn't a bad thing. I mean, I know my mom just really wanted to show everybody love and compassion. Pinche, yeah, it is worse when they are mid-Alzheimer's or dementia. My mom is doing great considering. Yes, I was there all day yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, it is. And the alternative, boy, Alzheimer's and dementia is a disease from hell, and it's straight from Satan himself. It truly is. I um I watched my mom go through it. That's what my mom had. And um towards the end she didn't really know who any of us were. And of course, not being able to see her because of COVID, I would get on FaceTime with her because they would at least let me do that. But of course, she couldn't do it by herself, so somebody had to do it for her, and then she didn't understand. I remember taking her to the neurologist, and at first he was like, "Well, she has dementia, she has Alzheimer's, and she's not that far into it already, but she was already getting lost and already having problems." Um, but he goes, time is even more of the essence when they don't know what the car keys are, let alone driving. Yeah. Yeah, but basically the hostel. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, our house was always the flop house for everybody in need. And I can't blame her. I mean, she just wanted to show everybody love. Right? I know. Well, February, right before they closed everything down, because March 2020 is when they closed everything down. But February is my mom's birthday. And she decided she wanted a 16th birthday party. Actually, she thought she was 29. So she wanted a 29th birthday party, and she kind of demanded us all. So I got my brothers and sisters together. I got her sisters that are left alive together and their husbands, and I gathered everybody for a birthday party for her 29th birthday party at the at the facility. Um, Too funny. And my one sister came, and she had cut her hair like into a pixie cut, and it dyed it blue. And she kept saying, "Hi there, boy. How are you doing?" And my sister's like, "I'm not a boy. I'm your daughter, Mom. I'm your daughter." Like 5 minutes later, she'd go, "Hello there, boy. How are you doing?" Sorry, funny, not funny. It's very hard when they don't know who you are. Mm, ick, yuck. Look at all that mud. All the dumpsters kind of collecting. Didn't he? He walked all the way there from across the bridge, though. Yep, totally agree with you, Rika. Prayers and good vibes all around. Everyone stay strong. So, is I really don't have a map to references, and I said if I move my mouse, I was just going to ask that. How many blocks is this from the ocean? Who did I see that was going to be going live tonight? I think Susie said she was going to go live tonight. I can't remember who else I saw. Uh-oh, stay safe, Minnie, stay safe. He's showing how high the water was. Lara at 7:20 Eastern, yeah. Wow. So it's not that high up, maybe a foot and a half, 2 foot. Yeah, Pinche, we all just need to be adults, right? There shouldn't be any blowback at all. Thank goodness. Thank you. Thank you for the update, Minnie. Oh, sorry for the dog barks. They hear, I know you guys can't hear it, but they hear either the loader or something. Oh darn. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. God darn it. Why do I keep tapping on that? Thank you, Fingy, and welcome, Fingy. Welcome in. I don't know how far he is away from Scientology. I wish he would get there quicker. Maybe get on a bike. I assume this is still the island. Yeah, this is pretty amazing. Rika, did you have to redo all of your hours, your watch hours too, or just the subscription when you put them on private like that? Or did it automatically just re-give you your watch hours? Fingy, question for you. Who is Ray? R-H-E-Y. Oh, gotta put it down. Oh, they. I thought maybe it was somebody that I wasn't familiar with their name. Not that I know everybody anyways, but I thought, maybe I could look them up. Okay, well, thank you, Rika, for telling me that. Just in case I ever make that mistake, I'll know what to expect or what to do. I'm probably going to give this just a minute or two more, guys, and then I'm going to sign off so I can go get some fluff and buff done. Back in the old days, the military called it the S's. If you're going to go do a shit shower and shave. And my dad said that girls don't shit shower and shave, they fluff and buff. So I need to go do some fluff and buff before I get ready for supper. It does sound naughty. But girls fluff and buff. They go fluff their hair, they put their makeup on by buffing their cheeks. Ooh, wow, look at that boat, you guys. And then he zoomed out just as I said it. Yikes. On accident dry dock. Ooh, bet you that one will be on eBay here pretty quick. Just a little used. You too, Rika. Have a wonderful day. I am going to leave you guys with this picture here of the marina. Go join JLR if you want to finish following them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking a tour of the island with me. Love you guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. Love you. Bye.